I just think that when she talks, people listen. I think she has approached this year with a lot of maturity and a lot of accepting things, and may not have been the way we wanted them to be, but you accepted them and really pulled a lot of load.
Somebody got something, wait a minute.
Well, we're not finished.
We didn't let people talk.
You're such an important figure on this team, whether you know it or not, and we're just really happy to have you.
I never saw it change anything. You did what you had to do, and you just kind of understood it, and you didn't let it become something bigger than it was or dramatic on the team. I thought it was really good of you.
Since last year, you've grown immensely, and I'm just so proud of you. Everything you do out there, is amazing. You're so uplifting. You're such a great friend. You're such a great person, and you are so needed on this team, and we love you.
Do you want a drum roll?
Ray.
Everybody is going to look to you next year, and I know you're going to have a great summer, and I know you're going to come out here with renewed enthusiasm, and I can't wait to see what else you're going to do.
Each meet you brought something more for us, and I just really want to commend you, and I'm so happy that we get to do this all together. So.
Here's the bugs.
Wow.
Ray. Reagan will be on a medical next year. No, I'm just kidding. You got something for Ray.
I want to say without a shadow of a doubt, you're the toughest, and I'm saying durable in not necessarily a physically durable way, but you've done almost every all-around for all 4 years. You're the toughest, most focused, you have such a tough mindset, and that is going to be something that's going to make you great in the next chapter of your life. And we read the book about the bus, and I relish tough, I relish passion, I believe in the quality of somebody that just can drive through a wall, and that's what you've done. And you're a rock, and don't put that in there, keep it.
You keep that rock.
You keep that rock.
Here's to Ray.
Here we go. Gotta be dramatic.
The way you've been competing, every time you get out on the floor, I just feel so good about every event you do. Every time you get out there, I feel no doubt, no worries or anything. So I just want to come here. Thanks.
You come in, and I remember you saying my knee really hurts, but at the meet, and you didn't let it affect you whatsoever. I didn't even know until you said something, and you pushed through it, and you did phenomenal, during the meet, and just seeing everything that you've accomplished. It's very commendable. You have made leaps and bounds since last year, and you've just improved so much, and you've really just become such a staple on this team, and we look for you in consistency on 3 events now, and I'm just really proud of you, and I'm so happy to get to do life together.
But I also want to commend your whole household, because y'all have really stepped up this year in different ways, but in all positive ways, and really helped out this team. And I think it's important that you realize that you're going to need to keep on with that growth and continue to step up for the team next year, because people are going to be counting on you and looking towards y'all and looking up to y'all. So I think it's just important to remember that.
Here's Sid.
I want to say one thing. You never cast negative aspersions. You never blame. You always look into yourself. What can I do to make this situation better? You're a rock.
On the road, you're just always looking out for everyone's needs. You're a professional cornrow hairstylist now. She's so amazing. Yes, holy cow. She did that. You're just such a giver, and that's someone we need on our team, and I'm just so excited for you next year, and the way you're growing in your leadership. I'm just so excited to see what's to come. You're amazing. When I was thinking about a person that I wanted on the podium with me, I was trying to get you there, because I know that you're so helpful and so selfless, and the first person I thought of was you. I think you worked extremely hard over the summer to improve on your fitness and get stronger, and you definitely did that. And when you had the opportunity
to compete on floor, you just nailed it. So I'm so proud of you.
Here's to Mish.
You know, nobody said what a great job you do as a junior, but you also worked last year with community service and with SACs, and your grades never waver. And
Who's got something for Savona? Ooh, lots of hands.
Of course, yes, you going first and everything, but how you took the leadership role, and it's definitely a vast improvement, and I'm so proud of you and excited about your role next year.
Every meet, like, you just keep polishing it and getting better and like seeing you from last year to just grow into who you are today is just like really awesome, and I'm just really proud of you. Your gymnastics is amazing this season, and I think it's going to be even better next year.
Oh. You got something for Matt?
what's in your hand?
Aaron.
The tattoo.
You've given me support and now in the gym, and you've been there when I needed you, and have given me so much advice that I can learn from and take for my 4 years. So I wanted to thank you for that.
I'm really privileged to have been your roommate for it was a short period of time, but I learned more about you, I learned more about your family, and that's all about what the roommate was, to build chemistry. And I'm really happy that I got to come closer to you in this past couple of weeks.
Here's to Vince.
I'm gonna keep this, if you don't mind.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna wear that.
I'm just gonna keep it.
Freshman year is never easy. You learn so much and you grow so much as a person, and I'm really proud of you for just making it through this year, and I want to encourage you to charge on into next year and to step into this gym next year as confident as possible, being ready to just contribute in whichever way you can. So just prepare yourself over the summer and just work hard until you can come back in here as a driving force.
I want to commend you on just how much you've grown throughout the season. I definitely see a total new Erin. You're like more than just a little pocket rocket. You're like E, And so I just want to challenge you again over the summer to keep that motivation that you came in here with yesterday, and don't ever forget that. And if you ever need anything over the summer, you have all of us to ask any questions. I know you're going to be home, but we're still here with you. So.
You should know you're never alone. Like they said, you have all of us here for you, and now you can take that and use that to help the incoming freshmen, because I'm pretty sure you know some of them pretty well. So and using that as your initial leadership for them and for the rest of the team, because next year is going to be completely different, and we determine that.
Maya.
I think you're going to be a great leader on this team, especially next year when you have gotten past that freshman stage, And I just want to challenge you to have that confidence in yourself always, and just know that it's there because you got it.
Right.
I want you to know how much of a difference consistency of mind makes in people, and that's not a quality that a lot of people possess, and you're going to make a huge difference just by people around you seeing how you are and how you train and how you bring your training into competition, and watching you nail vaults and warm up and then being able to go nail it again in competition. When people see that, they want to possess that too. And I want you to know how much everybody's going to look to that next year and how much that it's going to be valued.
I think your mindset is very consistent, but I challenge you to find that inner confidence. I know it's there, but it's a little, you need to dust it off a little bit. Because events that you're comfortable with, like vault and vault you're very comfortable with. Vault you're extremely comfortable with. But the other events, the skills are so good. I think you are an incredible gymnast. I think you're an incredible all-arounder.
Here's to Maya.
Your confidence has grown, and you've grown in your grades, but it's more important that we see that you know who you are now, and that's cool to see somebody find themselves doing something they love. And I think it's shown so much through your performance and through your life, and you have grown into the coolest person, and we all love to be around you, and you're everybody's so different, and especially you, because you get to bring a different culture to us too.
You nailed routine after routine after routine, and then towards the end of the season you hit a little bit of a rough spot. And I just want to remind you that you don't have to be perfect. and you just need to be yourself because that's good for us.
You decided that you were going to be in charge of you. You decided that it was your responsibility to be in charge of your well-being. It was your responsibility to be in charge of your gymnastics. It was your responsibility. When you started coming in the gym and you were successful in the classroom, everything turned around. You became a monster. You became a Zamardi. And I heard the story of your grandfather, and I know inside of you is a dragon slayer. Oh, Dee.
I'm happy for Dee now.
JJ!
You're always someone that we know is going to kill it, and we just always are like, oh yay, Jesse's up, let's go, we're gonna kill it, blah blah. So I want to commend you on that.
Shay.
Well, if someone asked me who like my biggest role model was, it would be you. Like, you're just so amazing, and I look up to you so much, and I know everyone on this team looks up to you so much, and you've honestly pushed me to be better, and like just having you as a person that I get to see every single day and work so hard is just really awesome, and I'm so grateful to have had you to do my 2 years with.
And I was reading it, and there was a quote from Dee Dee that said that she thought that you were one of the most consistent gymnasts to ever come through LSU, and even in these 2 years, I truly believe that. And it's not just your gymnastics, it's your lifestyle, like we said about Maya, but you're so mature in the way you handle things, and yeah, you're a senior, but you're only a year older than me, and I think that I forget that a lot, but it's definitely something to look up to in every aspect of life, and I just can't wait to see what you're going to do.
Thank you.
I'll add something. That without JJ, none of the last 3 years happens because of her consistency. She's sort of the glue of our group. It has been sort of the glue that kind of holds us together in a lot of ways. We've got a lot of personalities, and every team has those, and some personalities can splinter off, and she's the one that sort of is like the fulcrum, if you will, that everything sort of revolves around. So I told you know afterwards too, and we got off to a rough start, you and I, but it's been fun, and I've really enjoyed coaching you.
Thank you.
I was moved to such passionate emotion after Super 6, and because it was such a heartfelt disappointment that we all felt. And then Saturday morning, she's the first one that I saw, and after a brief conversation with Jesse, I'm like, well, okay, I get it, I get it. And I want to thank you for bringing that simplicity back to my life. And I love you.
Thank you. I love you.
Here's JJ.
On the outside, you're this crazy, like, so much fun to be around, but at the same time, you have a different side of your personality, and it's like awesome that you can do both, because without you on this team, I was talking to someone about it the other day, our team would be so different. I was watching you in the inter squad one day, and you were just doing you, and I was like, what would we be like without Randy Wyrick? And we wouldn't be that team that everyone looks at and says, I want to be on that team, because you create that feeling within everyone. We see you dancing and we start dancing, and I think that next year is your senior year, and I can imagine getting a lot bigger than you already are. Not bigger, but like
She really does want to get bigger too.
she's gonna come back thick. But
I'm gonna send you guys progression pics. I'm like day 1, day 2.
Day 7. It's like,
JJ wants to say something.
I think it's incredible to see the growth that you had from last year to this year, because I think a lot of times people did doubt you and questioned where your head was at, and this year we have no doubt, and you have been solid, and your bars have been great, and I can only imagine what your floor routine is going to look like next year. So I'm really excited for you to show that to the world and let everyone see that.